Hey, this is Hassan Naila, and we that Clay couple. All right. Legitimacy. I'm gonna like this topic.
Too legit to quit.
You goofy.
No, before we went live, he was in here trying to do his little too legit to quit thing. Just know it was old and played out.
No, whatever. I look good, so that's all that mattered to me. So, hey, how I got this topic going? So I was in an Uber. I like taking Uber. I love Uber.
No, he is an underpaid Uber driver relationship specialist.
So when I get in the car, I like having a conversation with. Shout out to all my Uber drivers out there. When I get in the car, I like having a conversation with the Uber drivers.
Especially if it's a female.
No, it's not like that. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
Because we use Uber a lot just because of the size of our family. And Hassan, he doesn't drive. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Fonda. Hello, Noah. And so because he doesn't drive, we use it a lot. And so sometimes when I'm getting the Uber driver for him, I'll look and I say, it's Jasmine again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call somebody else. I'm going to cancel this one and I'm going to get you another driver.
Mm-hmm. She called me old school.
Yes, this particular Uber driver called him old school. He's been talking about it all day.
Old
and I keep telling him the key word here is old.
No, watch him out. No, watch him out. But anyway, so we were sitting in the car and I was on my way. And so she asked what I do. Obviously, I told her what I do. And I said, do right.
Yes.
Anyway, I told her what I do. And so obviously at that point, they started asking questions. So as we got to the final destination, she says, can you give me some advice about with my relationship, my boyfriend or my fiance, we call it fiance. They've been together for like 9 years. And so what can I do? Because he's actually also incarcerated at this time, unfortunately. So I told her, well, I'm going to leave you with one piece of advice. Make him legitimize you.
I mean, 'cause 9 years?
Right. I said, make him legitimize you.
Y'all been together for 9 years. And that's what y'all been doing. Y'all just been together.
Right.
For 9 years.
Right.
This lacks legitimacy.
Exactly. And so, I wanted her to understand is that, being legitimate, marriage is an institution. Marriage is something that's sanctioned by God. And in this, by legitimizing you, he will make you honorable.
Right, and it doesn't mean that it has to be a civil union.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that you have two people who have a mutual understanding of what this sanctioning is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And this young lady that we're talking about, she's made an error that many people do.
Mm-hmm.
She has allowed someone's actions to give her legitimacy because we're together, because you talk to me, because you're familiar with me, because I love you, and because you say you love me,
right?
Then it's legitimate. No,
it's not.
And so in real life, does she have a position in this man's life? Yes. Does she have a position of honor in this man's life?
No.
And this is one of the top 3 ways that we do not make our relationships legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Make your relationship legitimate by making it what it is, making it is something that is sanctioned by God. We can't just say we go together.
Right. I mean, it just doesn't work, and I just.
Why doesn't it work?
Because it's not something that stands before God and the people as something that is honorable. And maybe we might look at it as, well, this is 2017. Because again, not only do we have Muslim, I want to make this clear, we have Muslim clients and Muslim followers, but we also have non-Muslim followers. And we want to be able to show, look, it doesn't matter what you believe, your religious thoughts or philosophy might be, honor is still honor.
Right, and sanction it before friends. Sanction it before people that you love.
Right.
And it should be a terms that the two of you agree upon.
I mean, if you want to stand in the middle of the field and you got your witnesses there and you saying that, this is I'm taking her as my wife. I'm her husband or whatever. That works.
Because the other thing is, we love hustling. Who are hustlers out here? Anybody got a hustle? Anybody has a side hustle? You know, Hassan, there's something that he does like twice a year. He teaches a class. How many weeks is it?
8 weeks. 10 weeks actually.
10-week class in the prison. I call that his hustle. You know, I do henna when I feel like it. That's my hustle. You know, there are always things that we hustle and that we do. Mm-hmm. But we also hustle our families.
Right. We hustle our relationships.
We hustle our kids. Now you say, how do you hustle your kids? There are many of us who don't give any care whatsoever about whether or not our kids have legitimacy.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think we treat it as an interest.
But we haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, because, you know, we don't legitimize business. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't.
I'm going to, my bad, because I'm going to go out here and cut me some grass and make me some money, you know.
And that's what you do when you're 15.
Right.
That's what a high school kid does. He takes his dad's lawnmower and he goes out and he makes some change. Mm-hmm. But you know what? If you are an adult, this might be something that you want to legitimize. A hustle is typically a hobby. Mm-hmm. And we hustle our relationships when we treat it like it's an interest. Mm-hmm. It's a hookup. Mm-hmm. It's a hobby. It's something I do when I feel like it. Mm-hmm. It's something, you know, I ain't feeling it.
You feel like this, right? I ain't feeling. I'm going over here. I don't need this right now.
Now, this is what we do. We think our transparency is honesty. Mm-hmm. So, for example, we work with a couple, and the belief is that if I tell you that I'm having an affair, and that I'm telling you that I'm going.
Oh, they don't say affair; they say seeing another person.
They say see another woman.
Right.
That's the
language.
Seeing another woman. Okay, right. I'm sorry. Right. That if I tell you that I'm seeing another woman, and I tell you when I'm going on a trip with this other woman that I'm seeing, that I'm being honest. I'm being upfront. I'm upfront.
Right.
And I don't understand why you upset.
Right.
You know, I told you what I was going to do with the money. Mm-hmm. Okay, I knew you didn't like it.
But
I told you. And so we think our being transparent or being honest makes us legit. You can't, just because you're honest about being wrong, it doesn't make you right.
Exactly.
It's still wrong. Mm-hmm. And so this is another way that we think that we're being legit when I am open to you about how it is and I'm going to mistreat you.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to dog you out.
And I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to tell you I'm going to dog you out this way.
Hey, man.
But I told you.
You know, it's just how I am. Right. You know how I am. Mm-hmm. So, you know, and that's really a hustle.
Right.
That's a hustle. That's somebody treating you like a hookup. That's someone treating you like a hobby. Mm-hmm. Now, this last one, this is one that is very sensitive for Hassan. And it is because he's a wakil for many sisters. And then the other things that happen that we see when we work with couples who are getting married, we see this issue cause so many problems that is a whole nother video that we won't even get into now. Mm-hmm. But having sex without commitment.
Right. Having sex without the commitment. That is, for one, it definitely complicates things, but it doesn't legitimize the relationship.
What are you talking about when you say having sex without a commitment? Well, what are they doing?
I mean, they're having sex. They ain't nobody sitting there saying, this is my man, or this is my woman.
This is my fiance.
Right.
We kicking it?
We kicking it. We just kicking it. You know, we can go out to eat. We can spend time together.
Why you gotta say it like, spend time together?
Because that's the foolishness that they say. You know, I mean, okay, y'all gonna say Hassan judging the day. No, Hassan isn't judging. Hassan just telling you what it is that makes this situation illegitimate. This is not a legitimate relationship. Because here, what he can do or what she can do is get out that bed and go home and have to worry about you and may not even call you ever again.
There are no agreed upon terms.
Right.
There's nothing here to legitimize the situation. Like when I'm not in your face, I don't know what you're doing. You don't know what I'm doing. And then we have somehow or another, this makes it okay. And then when one of you says, well, you know, what's that question they ask? Where is this relationship going? If you have to ask that question, that means your relationship
is not legitimate. It's not.
If you have to ask where it's going, it looks to you like it's going nowhere.
Right. Again, so when you start saying that, and then I'm gonna bring this one up. I'm gonna say this one, and I would like for you guys out there to chime in a little bit, because even in that, some people can say, well, people can be married,
which
is legitimate, and still feel like it's an illegitimate. It's not a legitimate situation. I want to say
because they'll say we married, but I don't feel married.
Right.
We married, but he doesn't make me feel like a wife.
Right. Or he or she are still doing the same thing they was doing when they were single.
Oh, yeah, we hear that one a lot.
Exactly.
The people who are single while married.
Exactly. He still have his own thing. He still go to his golf clubs. I mean, golf clubs or whatever they call it. Doing school events, right?
Right. But I'm scheduled. I already pre-prayed for this golf.
Right.
But you have children now.
Exactly.
You can't do that anymore.
Exactly.
And this is another way where people who can actually be in a relationship that is legitimate, a legitimate marriage.
Right.
But I don't feel that my interaction with you gives me a feeling of having a legitimate role in your life.
Right. Now, I know that was a fourth one. Now, that was going to be a bonus for you guys. And I want you guys to comment on this if you can.
Think about it. But think about what can really happen for me to say, you know what? I know we married, but this right here, this is some bull.
Right.
Because I think another thing that we've seen is where couples are married and they're paying bills together, they're raising kids, they're basically business partners. Mm-hmm. They're doing the functioning, the things that are needed.
Right, operation management.
Right, the things that are needed for a family to function. But if you ask them about their marriage, that's what we hear. Nothing. Mm-hmm. What is it like when the two of you get home from work? I don't even show any interest in what your day was like.
Exactly.
I'm not asking you that. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I start to feel like I'm a burden to you. I don't feel legitimate in your life. Mm-hmm. So these are 3 signs that your relationship may not be legit. And when you hustle, because we love a hustle. Mm-hmm. I mean, we give prestige to the hustler.
Right, to the hustler.
And even the hustler, everybody knows who the hustler was in the neighborhood.
Yeah, even on Martin, the hustle man.
Yes, you knew who it was, just like you knew who the numbers man was.
Right. What happened?
I'm telling too much.
Okay.
Hey. But we know who the hustlers are, and we gave them prestige and we gave them respect. Mm-hmm. But then people take that same hustle mentality into our relationships because that's who they are innately. And when you see it, call it for what it is. Right. Because you're going to get hustled. Right. And you can't be a hustler and then when you get hustled, oh my, I don't know why they treated me like this. Mm-hmm. How this happened to me?
The hustler that got hustled.
Yes. Right. Mm-hmm. All right, so let us know what you think.
Yeah, also, like I say, give us some of your thoughts about ways people make relationships not legitimate. Or,
right. In the comment section. You can find us at www.hassanandnaila.com. Mm-hmm. We're going to be in Milwaukee on the
15th and 16th of December.
Right now, we're working on a class. We're working on so many things, but we're working on a class. I know we talk about our premarital class a lot because we do it a lot. Mm-hmm. But what we're going to do, we're going to take pieces of it because we know everyone doesn't want to deal with us for 6 hours.
Right.
I don't know why.
Yeah, y'all know y'all like that.
But everyone doesn't want a 6-hour course, but we're going to condense that so that you and we're going to use our need to know questions, our need to know section of the premarital course. And we're going to put that together to try to help folks prevent being hustled before marriage. Because there are some very clear signs, y'all. And we miss them. I know I missed them. There was a time when I didn't see it either. And it can be right in front of your face. And so we're going to condense that and put that in a class. And that'll just be one thing, a 1 hour class. It won't be 6 weeks.
Right.
So that'll
maybe
be
2 hours. Maybe 2 hours.
So that'll be coming your way, because we want all of you not only to have legitimate relationships, legitimate marriages, and then to feel legitimate. Exactly. All of this together. And so the first place to start, it starts before you get married.
Exactly.
All right. So let us know what you think. Y'all have a good night. What time? It's almost midnight. We just finished.
For the night. Yeah.
Yeah, we just finished our last session, and we getting ready to peace out.
All right. All right.
Y'all,
Assalamu alaikum.